Why do Christian guys find it hard to commit to a girl they evidently like a lot? And for the people them. Hi guys! Good morning, good morning, good morning, or afternoon, or good night, or whenever you watch this. So it is the morning. The storm almost came to Jamaica and then it turned back. We still are experiencing some little conditions, but I have some work to do on the road, some little errands to run. Xaundre actually went to work. He's going to come and pick me up. Then we're gonna go. Yeah, it's a day. I don't know how it will go, but of course I'm inviting you to come along with us. So we're gonna be playing this game, right? Questions Christian girls are too afraid to ask, guys. Asking my husband.
I'm nervous.
You're nervous? You're nervous? Xaundre has never seen these questions, and you know it kind of comes from the perspective of just sometimes we have these questions and we don't know, you know, we don't want to ask them. And I would love if other guys could watch this video and actually answer some of the questions as well. And if there's anything in addition to what Xaundre said, if you want to add to that, and if you have a different perspective, we would love to hear your perspective. So
definitely.
Yes, so
can some of the guys please say some things in the comments? Like, I'm over here lonely, I'm the only guy.
The ladies, send this to your boyfriends, your husbands, your friend, your brother, because we would love to get the different perspectives. First one, if we are gonna be in a relationship, will you want sex before marriage?
Okay, hold on, before we continue, what perspective am I answering from?
From the Christian guy's perspective.
Like my honest opinion of these things, or what most guys would say? That's what I mean.
What's your honest opinion?
The simple answer is no. No, I don't want sex before marriage.
Why?
I want to keep my body pure, and I want to keep your body pure until we get married. And the truth is, sex muddies the water.
It does.
Like, nobody can think straight after you've had sex with somebody. You start do dumb things like get married to them when you never want to get married to them.
Yeah.
You get yam head over them.
I taught him that.
Yeah, you get.
And you're saying that a good Christian guy is somebody who actually is following the word and has the desires of God,
and actually wants to respect you, the Christian girl.
That's true.
To the fullest, and is not taking you for a puppy show. Will not ask you for sex before marriage.
Yeah.
And a lot of these guys who pose as Christians and then come and ask you for sex before marriage are manipulative, because I've seen it so many times.
That's true.
And I mean, I think something should also be said from the guy's perspective about the fact that there are urges, you know, and it'll go rough. But making a request of a young lady to have her body before marriage, or I should say outside of marriage, is unacceptable.
How long does it take for them to know if a woman is their wife?
I wish I could give you an actual numerical answer to say after 2 months, after 2 years,
you know she's the one.
You know she's the one. But the reality is, it took me 10 years to realize that Zara was mine.
I mean, when we met, we were 16.
But that is exactly the point.
Yeah, okay.
That the term Christian guy is a heterogeneous term. It can mean a guy at 15 or a guy at 25. It can mean a 25-year-old who just started college, or a 25-year-old who is now second year in their dream job.
Right,
you know, so
true.
it really can mean a lot of different things.
Really.
And for that reason, I'd want to answer the question by saying there are a number of factors at play that determine when a guy is emotionally and otherwise mature enough to even take a woman onto himself as a wife. So before him can start entertaining you as a potential wife, he has a lot that he has to sort through first. So I wouldn't even say that there is a time per se. Instead, I would say look out for certain things.
Okay.
Look out for little cues to indicate that he is interested in going further with you, but then take into consideration that going further with you does not necessarily mean marriage, and it certainly shouldn't mean marriage right off the bat. Like, if yesterday he asked you to be his girlfriend, don't expect the ask to be wife next week.
I would love to know if there's a guy who, as you see the girl or the woman, you knew that was going to be a wife. I'd love to hear if anybody has had that experience.
I would want to ask that guy the same question though. Were there other girls that you thought the very same of and it didn't work out? Because feeling a certain way is one thing, you know, but it becoming reality is something else, and the retrospective scope is always 20/20 vision. Anyway, I still come.
Alright.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, this is a good one. Why do you want to be a husband apart from sex and free food?
Well, first of all, is the food really free? That's the first question. Why else do you want to be a husband? Alright, let me be honest though. Like, those two reasons, even though you discredit them off the bat, I understand why you discredit them. I just want to also include though that these are valid reasons, and I don't think there's anything wrong with them, you know, but I understand that, you know, they're kind of given, so that's why I say accept those. Alright, so why else? One, for companionship. Like, it is actually, having now been married, I have not been disappointed any at all in the level of intimacy that exists even outside of sex. Just having your person.
That's so true.
Like, just having your person.
Why me I blush? And I'm really me I talk to, you know, but I'm me I talk about, so.
Yeah, just having your person who is your person, that you spend time with all day, every day, until she get tired of you and ask you for space, is it's a very comforting and safe feeling that's almost inexplicable. Another reason is that you can do a lot more together than you ever could apart. Like, we have accomplished so much since being married.
Honestly, it's crazy. In a few months.
In a few months that we've only dreamed of accomplishing. Like, we're hitting goals that are like 2-3 year down the line goals in our individual plans, you know, but we can make it work so much better together. I guess those would be my biggest things. I'm sure some other guys who've thought about this longer than I have and who are not actively driving on a congested road might have something else to suggest. So I want to hear from you guys in the comments.
Exactly. Why do you want to be a husband? Commercial break, right, guys? Xaundre has a new song that him decides that he's gonna sing, and he has been singing it all day yesterday, on and he hasn't stopped. And me not go through it by myself. You guys got to go through it with me. I had to call mommy last night and say, you have listened to somebody's song too?
Guys, it's so nice when she harmonize it with me, but she don't like harmonize it with me.
I do it and can't. Him say, I'm singing with you. Stop him say yes. I'm singing with him. But him never stop.
So guys, backstory to the song before I drop the song, right? You know, story behind the song. A couple friends of mine invited me to go bird shooting with them yesterday, and they gave me 3 of the birds to bring home. So I researched a recipe and they were telling me about it, and I saw it online and I got excited about the recipe, right? It's called a dove popper.
And you guys know that Xaundre always tries these recipes.
I always try these recipes, right? So I want to tell you, you know, you can go and look up the recipe, but let me sing it for you. Jalapeno, dove breast and cream cheese, wrapped in a turkey bacon, you've got a dove popper. Hey! Alright.
So, I tell him, say, it's not that I don't believe in them dreams, I really do believe, because he say, I'm going to record it and put it on YouTube. I say, I believe in your dreams, you know, baby, but guess what? I think I want you to be exclusive, you understand? So I want you to be a VIP, so just keep it for the special people. So that's why the channel like it's like a special exclusive. Are you ready for your next question?
Sure, my love.
If a guy keeps calling you sis, does that mean he has no romantic interest in you?
Yeah. He's kind of trying to put you in the sister zone, which might not be a bad place. You might have to do a little work to get out of the sister zone, but you know, spend some time there. You might be surprised. He might be the one to initiate an invitation to proceed, you know, a little bit further. But I'd actually suggest spending some time in the sister zone if him keep on sissing you, you know?
How important is physical attraction?
Very important!
But wait, no, and then somebody said, do Christian men actually put value on the physical as much as they do the spiritual? So it's like a twofold question, but it's the same question.
Alright. So I'll answer it by saying that all that glitters is not always gold.
True.
But gold always glitters. So if the gold not glittering in your eyes is not real gold, or something probably covering up on that goal. But that's not if the woman is not attractive to the man, then there's no way that man can pour out his fullest affection on that woman because he is not fully attracted to her.
So essentially you're saying that there is an equal weight that's put on physical attraction as it's put on attracting somebody about like other things that non-physical.
I don't know if I'd say it's equal.
Okay.
I think there are two separate criteria that must be met.
Yeah, but it's important nevertheless.
But it is important. It is important.
Alright, we'll give up on this recording. Like, it's pretty, but it's not practical. Let's go. Back where there's a little solace. Do you mind if your girlfriend or wife has a lot of unmarried male friends?
No, I don't. But a lot of it goes back to how secure you are and how secure she makes you feel.
Yeah.
Because if she has a lot of male friends and you're not getting any attention, then that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But if you feel like your attention basket is full, is empty, but all these male friends are getting a lot of attention, she doesn't want to hang out with you, she's going out with all of these male friends, then I would have an issue.
Yeah.
But in an absolute sense, no.
Do you care about how a woman dresses, your girlfriend or your wife?
100% yes.
Yes, Xaundre cares.
100% we care. Like, guys may not say it and they might even try to mask it or cover it up, but it really affects them and matters to them. Maybe not affects them, but really matters to them that you look good and that they're proud to call you their girl. Like,
yeah.
even if just out of an abundance of love and affection they still make you feel secure, they want to see you look good still.
Let me straighten out my edges so that too. So you're proud to call me your girl, even though you're going. Somebody said, not a question, but y'all are cute. Wanna be like y'all when I'm older.
Thank you.
That's sweet. Thank you so much. If you're in a relationship and he doesn't communicate as often as you want him to, do I bring it up?
Yes. Yes, you bring it up. You have a conversation about it. Never assume that the guy knows what's going on in your mind. Never assume. Oh my gosh. Never ever assume that we know what's going on in your head, because the reality is we don't. We're not girls. We don't know how y'all think. You know what Pastor said to me when we were having premarital counseling? He said, Xaundre, I want you to understand that the Bible calls you to love your woman, not to understand her. They're two very different things, and they're almost divorced of each other. You can love her without understanding her. But please help us understand you by speaking what's on your mind. You know, let him know. Let him know.
Should a woman pursue a man? Is it a turn off if she does?
It depends on how you do it.
Okay.
Do not say to the guy,
I
yo,
like you.
Mo, you know, say me love you, you know. First of all, that's so unladylike. Like, babe, was I telling you that a girl tried to do that to me at work? Like,
At work?
at work.
No, you didn't tell me about when we did in a school. But
It's just that, no man, at work,
like a nurse?
no, it wasn't a nurse.
Me not come up at the hospital enough?
She was just like, so that you not give me the digits. Just like, what digit are you talking about? So you not give me the phone number. Say, no, if you have a work-related call, you can call me through the operator. She goes, you go on, man. So I said, okay, cool, I'll go. I'm just go on. The following day, she's just like, yo, that more, you know, more. It's just like, if you'd like to have a conversation with me, you can call me through the operator. And if you'd like to talk about who want who, you can call my wife. Hello? Literally.
That's a good one.
And she responded by saying, are you me want and your wife?
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my gosh, you cannot be serious.
Yeah. A lot of guys do that all the time too. You'll hear.
Yeah.
But I mean, and I think a lady doesn't know well.
I mean, she's not quite a lady.
But a woman doesn't know how distasteful that makes her overall.
You know, well, she wasn't acting ladylike. Let me say that.
Right.
But yeah, it's very distasteful, guys.
Yeah.
Like that is the biggest turn off to any man who has any semblance of worth. Like I kid you not. Like don't do that. However, you can drop hints, and I think it's very important that you drop hints, just a little clues to indicate that you would appreciate being approached.
Well, some guys don't know if read clues on.
Okay, all right. Let's assume that the guy is completely oblivious. I've been there.
You have
completely
been there.
Oblivious
Because
it's okay to initiate a conversation with him. Talk about life. Talk about just how life has been and what he's like, what you're like. Because I think that the best way for you to establish a relationship is first through a friendship.
That's true.
So off the bat, it's not the
mushy
the
romantic.
mushy and the flirting and the I want you, you should want me too story. It should be let's get to know each other.
Hi, so if you're here, you're liking this video so far, please smash that like button, take a screenshot, share it on your page, but really help us to get this video across, because the more you push this video for us, the better this video does and the better we do, and the more the people them what is
Bun.
you know, forgive me bun in there, you know?
Take it back.
And if you're new here and you're enjoying our content, click the subscribe button and become a part of the family. We are always like this. It doesn't get any realer.
And don't give your wife bun.
How do guys really perceive girls who are virgins? And I think this maybe is coming from the place where we hear that Christian guys like virgins and then they actually don't, or it's the thing where people that put more value on I don't know. It's not my question. Answer.
All right. I can speak from the perspective of a Christian guy who has for the entirety of his life valued his chastity and wanting ideally to get married to somebody who also values their chastity.
Yeah.
The idea that the girl is still a virgin is very appealing.
Yeah.
However, it shouldn't be a large turn off, but it shouldn't be a deal breaker if you find out that in a past phase in her life she may not have been a virgin. She may have fallen, so currently she's not a virgin.
Yeah.
I don't think for the average guy who is trying to live the best life he can and wanting to live the best life that we can, when we become a thing kind of thing, that he is going to hold it against you if you're not a virgin. Christian guys 100% still value women who wait.
Okay. What are some Christian men turn-offs?
Oh gosh. When the young lady, or lady I should say, when the lady starts using expletives, that's a big turn-off. Like, trust me. And I don't know if it's just a pet peeve. I don't think it is though, because I've gotten the same impression from other guys. Another big turn off is when the guy expresses interest in growth and the girl is dismissive of it. Oh. So it's very, very like defeating when a guy thinks he likes a girl and would like to do the rest of his life with her. And then he's talking about something that he wants to get better at, or that he would ideally want you guys to learn together or grow together in some kind of way, and then the girl is just dismissive. Nah. It's a big turn off because it says to the guy that you're not interested in growing with him. Another big turn off.
I never knew that one, actually.
Yeah, that's definitely one. Another big turn off is when you always at him. Meaning
nagging.
Not nagging, but like very, I wouldn't want to say confrontational, but very contentious. So what I mean is everything the guy says, you try to counter it. You're always trying to one up the guy. He's a guy. He wants his ego to be stroked. Say yes. Okay. And when you disagree, you say, okay, here's why I don't quite disagree.
Sprinkle
Or
feminine energy.
yeah, a little feminine energy. You know, make him feel good, man. Oh gosh, man. Say nice things about him and say nice things to him. But when you're always trying to, you know.
But you know, some guys, well, I guess you're talking about from your perspective, because I know some guys like the contention, to be honest. Yeah.
Because that's all the attention that he's getting from her. That's why he likes the contention. Because he's getting attention through the contention. But if he was getting a good vibes from you, he would much appreciate the good vibes over the contention. But if it's just the contention, he might get him or take it still.
Yeah, I think sometimes we don't remember that guys are also emotional. They have emotions too.
And huge egos.
Huge egos.
And it don't matter how we push feminism and we push female.
I don't push feminism.
Well, when I say we as a society,
okay.
As much as it is pushed, a guy wants to know that he's in control.
And appreciated.
He wants to know that when he makes a suggestion, your default response is not to disagree. Your default response is to agree, but if there is some reason why you must disagree, then you do it respectfully. Poor hygiene. Yeah, guys don't like poor hygiene.
So we just have a few more questions and then we're done, alright?
Alright, cool.
What are things your partner can do to fulfill your needs intimately and spiritually?
Actually, I think that's a question that you should ask him. The fact that you're asking the question about one's partner means that one has a partner. You know, it would be unique to his situation, and I think that would be a great conversation starter to even uncover some of the deeper reasons, you know, for spiritual stagnation or intimacy issues and stuff like that. You know, find out what you can do.
What is your true reaction or feeling when your partner is feeling insecure?
First, like off the bat, honestly, really not that serious. That's like the impulsive response. It really is not that serious. Like, why do you really have to make this such a big deal? It's not that serious. But at a deeper level, you wish you could fix it for them. At a deeper level, you're just like, I know it's not that serious, you know, and I wish you could just see that it's not that serious. But since it's such a problem, I wish I could fix it for you, just to get rid of that problem for you.
Did you pray for your future wife?
Well, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
What are ways, aside from sex, that you can be intimate with your partner before marriage? That's a good question. Yeah.
You see, when you have had a conversation that has brought both of you guys to tears, crying about something, especially something that is mutually troublesome to both of you, that is like deep intimacy. But to get there, you have to start by having vulnerable conversations. So I think the singular most important intimacy building tool premaritally is vulnerable conversations. Talk about hard to talk about stuff.
Like, for example,
childhood trauma. Talk about marital expectations.
Insecurity.
Talk about the particular insecurities that you guys are having. Yeah,
that's true. Why do Christian guys find it hard to commit to a girl they evidently like a lot?
You want to know what's at the core of it?
Yeah.
Fear.
Really?
Yeah. You're afraid of committing, and then when you commit, you realize that you no longer want to commit and you don't know what to do. You don't want to break her heart, but at the same time you made a commitment. You're also fearful about the fact that if you commit now, and for whatever reason, yeah, you like this girl, you know, but you're not ready to settle down, because if you settle down now and another girl comes along that you like even more, what do? You find yourself in a pickle. Another fear is that if you settle down now, the girl is going to want you to get married to her and you're not ready. So when you know you're not ready for marriage and she's asking you to settle down, you're asking yourself, what am I going to do from here until we're married if I'm settled down with you? So I think fundamentally those are the two things that keep a man from committing to a girl that he evidently likes.
Wow.
Yeah, you really don't.
It went deep real quickly. We never expect if it gets so deep.
No man, it's true. It's the fear that if you commit, you're going. It's FOMO. It's the fear of missing out.
What exact thing do they look forward to the most for the honeymoon?
Getting an orgasm.
Really?
Yes.
Getting an orgasm and thing you look forward to the most?
Yes.
Oh. I thought it's to have the wife wrapped up in your arms.
Like, human beings are inherently selfish. Like, it don't matter what people say. People can try to be Jesus himself. Human
Jesus never
beings.
had no orgasm.
Yo, hear what me I said, man? First of all, I don't know what to think about. But human beings are inherently selfish. Even Jesus Christ, his human side was inherently selfish. It's just because he had the divine in him. You know, that's the only reason why he was not acting out of selfishness. But because we're inherently selfish, at our deepest want or desire is a desire for some self-gratification. The reason you help people is because you think it makes you a better person. You know? So it comes, honestly, that's why you help people, because you think it makes you a better person.
Well, actually, at the root of it.
At the root of it is, you get me? So anyway, I'm saying, I went around the world and back, but I'm saying that inherently, in a guy's mind, what he really wants is that feeling of euphoria. Yeah. That's what the guy looks forward to the most on the honeymoon. It is not to have you wrapped up in his arms. But that's a close second.
What is the most attractive thing in a church girl?
To see a girl who is hungering and thirsting after righteousness. Can I tell you?
Oh, mercy.
Yo! like as a guy who wants to grow spiritually, when you find a girl who matches your energy and excitement towards spiritual growth, that is love at first sight. Remember me tell you guys, when a guy can see that, you know, you are serious about this spiritual growth thing, he finds it incredibly attractive. In fact, if he's a little bit shaky spiritually, he might even find it a little intimidating. So to balance that, you know, if he is a little shaky spiritually, but you still stroke his ego and commit to helping as you guys grow together, oh my gosh,
attractive,
man. Can't let you go after that.
How can you really tell if a guy likes you? Is it that some guys are shy or they're just friendly?
You have to ask. Honestly.
Do you like me?
You really have to ask.
Zon, I feel like a lot of guys don't like when you're that direct though.
Okay, it depends on the stage of the game.
Yeah.
I answered that question from the viewpoint that you guys have been friends.
Okay.
You've been talking, you've been getting that. You gave him a lot of time to come out and say it, but he has not said it, and you really want to know.
Is 6 months too soon to say yes?
It depends. 6 months at, you know, when you are in high school is way too young.
But I mean, we have a video though. What the video name we did make?
Why we got married young?
Yeah, watch that
video. Or did we get married too young? Watch that video. It has all of the answers there.
Well, that's it folks. Those are all the questions we got the opportunity to answer today. And if there are guys who want us to flip this for guys to ask girls questions that they're too afraid to ask, I am down to answer those questions. So I think we can do a backup for this. So if you stayed to watch this entire video, thank you so much. If it benefited you, if you found it funny, if you found it informational, if you found it educational, if you just did find it good vibes, please go ahead, share it on your Instagram stories, share it on your WhatsApp, share it on your Facebook page or TikTok, whatever you young ones are using nowadays.
And remember to like, subscribe, and of course she said share it. Oh, and comment. Let us know in the comments down below 3 things. 1, let us know if you have other additions to make to the responses that I gave.
Yes.
2, if you want to see this flipped where the guys are asking the girls questions that we're too afraid to ask under normal circumstances. And 3, let us know which part of this video really stood out to you, something you learned, or even if you just want to
say hi.
If you just want to say hi. So we'll see you next time on Adventures of XYZ.
Bye guys.